What's up, everybody? It's Scott here from Aspiria Fitness Center. I'm coming back today to teach you guys a strictly strength class. So we're going to get right to it. I'm going to tell you what we need for class. We're going to get warmed up, and then we're going to take it right into the timed rounds. We've got 5 rounds today. There's about 10 or 12, I think 12 exercises for each round. So we're going to go through 5 laps of that. We got 12. It is officially 12 exercises. So we're going to hit full body head to toe going through those rounds. We'll get a 60-second break in between each one, and we'll be ready to go from there. We've got 48 seconds on the clock, 12 seconds for that quick transition in between each one. So we're going to take it away for strictly strength here. All you need in front of you is what you see. You need your body weight, you need a mat, and I've got a variety of different dumbbells here. So we want something a little heavier. We've got 1 or 2 that we may want to drop the weight for. I'm going all the way down to 10 pounds. I have 15, 12, and 10 pounds just for reference. So if you got something a little bit lighter you can grab for one of those rounds, you're going to want it. So everything should be pretty familiar here. We are going to do one. This is the one we're going to want our light weights for. This is a 3-point shoulder exercise. So we start with a neutral grip here. We raise up to the front, open those dumbbells out to the side, and then bring them all the way to the top overhead, and then we reverse the whole process. So make sure you got something lightweight that you can do that with. It is very challenging, so we are going to want to drop the weight for those reps. Everything else, I'm just going to demo as we go down the line or describe it. So nothing you guys are not familiar with probably, so we'll just shout out the next exercise and some mods along the way as we go. So that's all you need is just your dumbbells and your mat, and of course making sure that you've got your sweat towel and your water bottle with you if you do want that today. And of course you got to get ready to get your music fired up if we're having our own personal soundtrack to work out to today. So we're going to get right started here with our warm-up and take it right into our first of 5 rounds. So we're starting with arm swings. We're going to do 1 arm at a time. We're going to do 5 large swings, nice and slow and controlled, forward and backward each direction. So on each side, of course, that is. So we're just doing 3 nice and wide, big, slow circles. Really own that range of motion. So we feel all those shoulder muscles working. Nice, slow circles here. There's 4 and 5. So we're ready to switch to the other arm. Nice and slow, all the way out around the back. Full arc, full range of motion here. Drawing a big, wide circle. 5 there, and we're switching direction. 5 big circles the other way. We're going to take it down to our mat and keep our warm-up going. For our lower body, this is our hip. These are our hip cars, so we're going to do 5 of these. So we kick our foot back, open up to the side, come all the way underneath, and then we're going to reverse the whole process. So there's 1, we're doing 5 on each side. 2, trying to keep our core engaged a little bit here as we move our hips. We need some balance. There's 3, so we go back all the way out, scoop it up to the front, and reverse the whole process. 1 more on this side. And all the way back out and around. And we're going to switch. So I'm going to turn and face the other way just so you all see that. We're ready to go 5 here. So we kick back, open up to the side, and bring that knee forward. Reverse the whole process, and we got 4 more. There's 2, 3. Make sure we keep that core active. There's 4. Last one here, up and around, and we're closing it. Good, there's 5 on each leg. We're keeping it moving down the line. We're in our tall kneel here. We're going to put 1 hand or 1 fist down on the mat. So kind of in the tabletop almost position right here with this arm. And we're doing elbow twist. We're doing 8 on each side. So getting that elbow all the way down toward the mat and then twist up to the sky, opening up those shoulders and chest a little bit. We got 8 each side, so there's 3, 4, 5. Really driving that elbow and shoulder up on that side. 6, trying to feel that T-spine opening up and rotating toward the sky a little bit. 7, and last one, number 8. So go ahead and switch hands. We're kind of in between our classic tabletop and this tall kneel, so we're leaning back on our heels a little bit. Arm or fist is extended to give us that room to go down. Shoulder and elbow come all the way up. 8 on each side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Really driving that elbow all the way up. 5, 6, 7, There's the last one, number 8. Nicely done. We're going to come up on our feet for the next one here. And we've got our kickstand position for a hamstring reach. So that's just kicking one leg out in front of you there a little bit, kind of like our kickstand is really like this. But we're going to kind of reverse it. And we're just going to reach down toward that toe. So stretching the leg that's out in front, we can have that soft bend at our knee in the back. Trying to keep our front leg straight. We got to reach down toward that toe 10 times. There's number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A couple more here. 8, 9, and 10. So we're ready to switch that little kind of kickstand modified position we have there. So all my weight's on my right leg for the most part. Heel is kicked out in front of you. And we're doing 10 touches down toward that toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 10 for our hamstring. We're going to alternate reverse lunges with a twist. We're going to keep going right down the line for our warm-up. Reverse twist with our lunge, or a reverse lunge with our twist over that high knee side. We're doing 10 total. Here's number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're keeping it going. Last couple exercises here for a warm-up. We're doing our inchworms with our step and twist. And then we got a couple bodyweight squats, and we're just going to take it away, ready to go with our first round. So we got 3 inchworms with our step and a twist. So we hinge forward, shooting our hips back. Walk your palms out into tall plank. We step in, twist that hand up to the sky, and then reverse it. And we're going to walk all the way back. That's number 1. We got 2 more of those. Step in and twist. Walk all the way back up to starting position. 1 more of those and we're almost ready to go. We're starting to get loose. Step and twist. Switch your step position. Twist to the other side and walk it up. There's our 3 inchworms. Last but not least, we're going to do 10 bodyweight squats, and we're going to reach out in front of us, make a diamond position, and squeeze at the top of our squat. So we step down and squeeze. We got 10 to go. 10 total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, big squeeze for 10. All right, we are nice and loose. We are going to start with our squat and deadlift combination. So we're going to want 1 of our heavier weights, 2 if you'd like, and we're just starting here. So we go for a squat, and then we drop that weight right into a deadlift, and then we squat it again. So however you control those weights, you can have them at your sides, squats and deadlifts in both hands. We're just going to hold 1 dumbbell to start here, so you can make that choice if you want to. And we're just going to go straight through. Our shoulder exercise is next. I'll demo that in the break. Very easy. We're going to want our light weights next. So we're ready to go. Squat and deadlift is up first on the chopping block. Clock starts ticking in 4, 3, 2, 1, and clock is ticking. Squats and deadlifts around 1 of 5. So we got to squat down, and we'll drop that weight to our waist. Reach down for that deadlift portion, and bring the weight back up. We're just alternating that position. Squats and deadlifts, so knees are out wide when we squat. Soft bend at the knee, shooting those hips back when we go for the deadlift portion, stretching those hamstrings behind us here. Find a comfortable base for your feet where you're kind of in between squat and deadlift. Of course, you can step in between each rep to get your feet right if you want to. Hopefully you're in a comfortable position where you can go from squat to deadlift with Minimal adjustments at all. Last squat. All right, we're ready to go. We just have a quick transition. We're grabbing our light weights for our three-way shoulder movement. This is tough, so we're gonna set our feet right, get our core tight. We go up, out, and then overhead. So we've got some light weights here. Palms are facing each other as we come up. Open our chest wide, bring those dumbbells to the top, and we're gonna reverse the whole process. So it's very tough. Some very light weights here is all you need. You're gonna feel it. I'm starting with my 12s. You may see me drop down as we go through these rounds. That fatigue is gonna really set in, and we're gonna feel it. We got about 10 seconds left. We're keeping this motion going. 3 points, so we come up to the front, out to the side, overhead, then we go back out to the sides, back to the front, and all the way to our starting position. That's a tough one. You're gonna want to keep those light weights handy if you got them. We're down on our mat for our next one, and we're gonna do knee tuck and leg lift alternate. So here we are. We're gonna alternate a double knee tuck for one, and then we straighten legs out for a leg lift, and then we're gonna alternate between those two. So here we go. For the whole time, just one after the other. Hands out to your side for that challenge. We can put our hands under our glutes for a little bit of support if we need it. We're keeping our core active, keeping that belly button tight. Doing our best, fighting through the whole round. We got 5 rounds to go, so we got plenty of work coming our way, so don't be afraid to take a quick break. Join back in the round whenever you can. Do your best. Just try not to quit. And you can, of course, just modify to the knee tucks if that's a little more attainable for us here, just like so, to finish out that round. Nicely done. Knee tucks are out of the way. We're up on our feet. We've got a heavy weight, again, in hand, and we're gonna reverse lunge on one leg for a chop. So I'm gonna lunge and chop on the same leg the whole round here. So we're just working on this left leg. You'll see my left leg is doing all the work, staying high, and we chop up and across our body. We're gonna come back to this and hit our other leg in just a minute, so that's why we're staying on one side, chopping all that same diagonal direction, starting low at our hip, up, diagonal across our body. Last lunge and chop here, finishing up strong, up on our feet. We're going into tall plank next, where we're gonna do 10 taps, 1, 2, 3, alternating our count, and we're adding a push-up in after 10 taps for the round. So here we are in our tall plank, nice and strong. We're tapping 10 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Add a push-up here if you've got it. Otherwise, we're gonna stick with just the taps today. We're sticking with the taps, or perhaps maybe we're just sticking with the plank. If that's all we got today for our core and upper body strength, that's okay. Work on doing your best, whatever you have. And of course, we can just do that lowering portion and then reset your plank if you need to. Nicely done. We're working our way through. We're ready to reverse lunge with the chop on our other leg. So we're getting that heavy dumbbell back, and everything's on the right leg this time. So we're ready to go. We reverse lunge with that chop to the other side. All the work on the same leg. And of course, we can take the weight out, just chop with your arms, no weight, and we're just sticking with the reverse lunge as well if we need to. We got 15 seconds. Keep that chop going up across your body. Working hard already. seconds. Let's get one more in. And we chop. Nicely done. We're getting those heavy weights again. We're gonna grab our partner weight here for the next one. We're doing a bicep curl hold with 5 reps on the other side. So we're starting here. We got 5 reps. While that other arm is staying at the midpoint. Once we get our 5 reps, you're gonna hold on that side and switch arms. There's our 5, holding that halfway point. Biceps are working hard on this one. Don't let that hand fall on the on that hold side. 3, 4, and 5. Let's go. We got to get our last set on both sides. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep that palm up. Finishing on the other side. 2, 3. Nicely done. We're finishing out. 4 and 5. We're down on our mat next. Got to keep another heavy weight in hand for a bridge and pullover combo. So weight starts here on our waist. The time is ticking. We bridge up, slight bend at our elbow as we reach behind our head to tap that weight, and then pull over. And we're resetting that bridge after every time the weight hits our hips. Pull it back and go overhead. Adjust your feet if you need to, so we get that nice strong bridge position. Core is active, glutes are active, big squeeze, knees are rotating externally. Keep that nice tall bridge. We're almost there, keep fighting. Good. Keep it going down the line. We're back up on our feet. Get the heavier medium weights. We've got overhead press with a contralateral hold, just like that bicep curl. So here we are. We're holding the weight on the other side up while we alternate these presses. So we've got some extra time under tension for our shoulders in this position. We're gonna start this way. If you start to fatigue, go ahead and drop the weight down. Do your best to hold that up the whole time. And we can of course drop here and just alternate the presses if we need to. But let's try and keep that arm up overhead. Core needs to stay really tight here. Set your feet right. Adjust your weights as you see fit. As we get through these rounds, we might fatigue, and you're gonna wanna switch to the other weights that you've got available to you. 5 seconds, we're finishing strong. Nicely done. We're down on our mats for tabletop rows. We're gonna alternate. So we're right here on our mat in our tabletop position. And we're just gonna alternate these rows. And we get to finish out on our mat here for the end of the round. So keep these rows going. Big pull back towards your hip. Pinky to our hip a little bit in that kind of slight diagonal direction. Big squeeze in the shoulder blades. "15 seconds, keep on pulling. We're almost there, 2 rounds to go before our break. We're already sweating hard. Good, we're gonna go flat on our back. Wiping sweat if you need to, of course. Flat on our back, floor press, tricep extension combo. Flat here, palms are facing each other. So we press and then triceps, alternating one after the other here. Keep pressing here, staying strong. Drop one dumbbell and just use one dumbbell for that grip. You can hold onto the heads each side if you need to finish out this round before fatiguing. Keep going, fight through for the round. Let's try and finish this first round strong. We've got plenty of adjustments to make. Nicely done. Last one, we are on our mat for a classic elbow plank. We're holding on. This is the last round before our break. Elbows and toes, 2, 1, and we're up, holding this plank for our first round to expire. So we're up on these toes, squeezing our core and glutes, staying strong. Elbows and shoulders are stacked. We're holding on. Squeezing that belly button. Holding this plank. We got 20 seconds to go. Keep holding on. 12, 11, almost there. 10 seconds to go. Keep holding. We got a break coming up. 5 seconds. And relax. Great job. We're putting 60 seconds on the clock, and we're starting up round 2. So go ahead and wipe your sweat. If you're working hard like I am already, hopefully you guys are working up a sweat already. We've got plenty more rounds to go, so take some of these modifications, leave some of the upward mods out if you have to. Play with those weights. That shoulder crusher towards the beginning is really tough, so we want to make sure we've got a low weight for that. And all these other ones where we're holding the bicep curl and the overhead press, feel free to modify your weight. Even if it's middle of the round, go ahead and drop the dumbbells and pick the next weight, whatever you need to do to stay active. So we've got about 15 seconds left, so grab a drink if you need it. And we're gonna get ready to go. Round 2 of 5, we're back with those squat deadlift combo, going right into the light weights for those shoulder crushers. So we're ready to go. That is our 60-second break, which means we're ready to get back on the clock. Squat to deadlift starts in 4, 3, 2, 1, and clock is ticking, which means we got a squat deadlift to get it moving. Here we go. Squat, knees are out wide. As we hinge forward, just that soft bend at the knee, and we're back to the squats. Soft bend at the knee as we shoot those hips back, loading our hamstrings, big squeeze in our glutes to get upright again. From that deadlift position, we're squeezing glutes. Alternating our squat and deadlift. We've got this loaded however you like. We're just using the 1 dumbbell. You're welcome to use 2 if that is what you like. Anything you'd like to do. 10 seconds to go, just don't quit. One more squat. And break time. All right, we gotta toss these weights aside. We're getting our light weights. I'm even gonna go down to my 10 from 12 for this is our shoulders. So this is our tough one. Set your feet right, nice wide base for support. Lock our core in, and we're going out to the front, up to the side, and overhead, all the way back down. 1, 2, 3, and all the way back, 2, 3. Lock that core. You're gonna notice a difference, I promise, especially when we're overhead. If we're being really stable, we've got this nice strong base in our lower body. Modifying this just to our front raise or side lifts, side raises, anything you like. We can leave the overhead portion out if you want as well. Trying to fight through the round as best you can. We can just stick with these raises, front and lateral if we want to modify that as well. There we go. We got to get back on our mat. And for our second round of core, we're doing a dumbbell crunch reach up. So all we need for that is 1 dumbbell. We're going to alternate our core rounds until we're here now. Light dumbbell, and we're just crunching that dumbbell up just enough to get our shoulders and shoulder blades off the mat. Working on our upper portion of our core here. We're alternating these rounds to leave our lower body portion for those leg lifts and our knee tucks of those lower abs. And of course, we can drop our weight and just reach those fingertips up to the sky here if we need to. We're just doing a half crunch here, just getting those shoulder blades up off, really working on the top 2 abdominals there, our upper half. Finish out the round strong. Good. Nicely done. Up on our feet. We've got our reverse lunge with the chop again on our left side. Everything is going on the left leg. We've got our heavy dumbbell again, and we're ready to go. Reverse lunge, diagonal chop, all on one side. Keep chopping, keep that core tight. Big diagonal chop across the side, driving up, working hard off that plant leg. Front leg is working hard the whole time here. Ten seconds to go. Finish up that lunge. All right, there we go. We're running out of time. Ready to switch. We're back in our tall plank now. 10 taps with a push-up, or we're sticking with the taps. Just stick with the tall plank if we need to here. Take that modification to get through the round, whatever you need to do. So after 10 taps, we're mixing in a push-up if we've got it in the tank today. Otherwise, we're just sticking with the taps. Do your best. Just stick with the tall plank if we need to. Finishing out those taps to end the round. We're back on the other side. Chop. Get that heavy weight again, whatever you're working with today. We're chopping on the right leg. Dumbbell is ready to go. Right leg reverse lunge. We're driving off this plant leg. It's working hard. We're not quitting. Remember to drop the weight and just do reverse lunge on this leg if you need to. You can always chop with your arms only, or just grab something really light that we can still chop with that won't totally fatigue you. Trying to finish this round. 2 seconds, there we go. We're gonna get those other weights ready to go. Get that other heavy weight in your hand. We've got our bicep curl. Bicep curl. We got to hold on there. Don't be ashamed if you got to drop weights. This is a tough one. We're holding that opposite hand up for the whole 5 curls on the other arm, and then we're switching. Don't let that opposite hand sag. Got to keep focused on squeezing that bicep really tight over there. We got to use double brain power because we got to count to 5 at the same time. We're not letting that dumbbell drop. We're coming up next for our bridge pullover reps. We're finishing that 5th curl. Tossing a weight. We've got a heavy weight in hand still. Bridge reps with our pullover. We're resetting the bridge every time. And there's our clock. So we got a bridge, squeezing glutes and core, soft bend as those elbows go overhead, and then hit the waist and reset. Slow and steady here. We've got a timer, so no reps. Just making sure we're squeezing hard, holding these core and glutes squeezed, and controlling that weight up overhead for that slow tap, and then bringing it back in. Finishing strong. reset that bridge every time. Big squeeze and relax. Nicely done. We gotta grab our other weight again. Overhead press with that isometric hold. This is tough. We're up overhead for the whole time, alternating that press. Hold that weight. Lock your core in. A solid base with our feet for supporting yourself as we work with weight overhead. We've got to stay tucked in and strong in our core. "15 seconds, keep pushing, keep that core tucked." Nicely done, that is tough. We're finishing strong. We gotta get into our tabletop position for our rows here on the mat. Alternating our rows here. Big squeeze in our core as we pull that row back toward our hip a little bit. We're on the home stretch. A couple more after this before our next break. And we're gonna hammer out round 3. Keep squeezing that shoulder blade, big row, big pull. 15 seconds to go. And we've got our floor press and our plank coming up next. Almost there, keep pushing, keep fighting. Good, we're switching over onto our backside. Wipe your sweat if you need to. We're working hard. Floor press and triceps is coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Clock is ticking. Alternating floor press and triceps. Hammer grip or neutral grip, so our palms are facing each other to facilitate that transition from floor press to tricep. Finish it strong, last rep, and press. Nicely done. Flipping on over into our plank before our break. 48-second plank before our break. You guys got it? Lock it in here. Elbows and toes. Clock is ticking. Everything is squeezed. We're locking in that plank. Don't be afraid to make any adjustments. Drop to your knees. Come up into tall plank if you need to, and hold on to that. However you can finish out. Try and bring it back to your elbows if you can. We've got everything locked in. We got 20 seconds to go. We're working hard. Keep holding on. 10 seconds. 5, 4, hold on tight. And relax. Awesome job. That's the end of tough round 2. We got 3 more rounds to go, so don't quit on me yet. 60 seconds is on the clock, so grab your sweat towel. I know you need it. We're working up a sweat in here, working hard. We got 3 rounds to go before we cool down. We're starting to fatigue. Of course, these are tough rounds, so don't be afraid to drop those weights. Take the mod. Do what you need to do to get through the round. Grab a quick drink. Of course, you can always pause in the round. Try and join us again if you can, or you can always pause me on the video and catch back up when you can. So we're gonna grab a quick drink. We got about 20 seconds left, and we're starting round 3. Back at the top with those squats and deadlifts. Those are tough rounds to hold out on. We're working hard. I know you guys are working hard at home. Great job through our first 2 rounds. There's more work to be done. 3 rounds to go. We're doing great. We're ready to go. That's our 60-second break right there, which means we got to get that heavy weight back. And we're going for squats and deadlifts, and we're going right into the tough shoulder crushers. So don't be afraid to modify that to shoulder raises, front and side raises. But we're going to try and stick with the tough challenge. Here we go. So we're ready to go. Squats and deadlifts in 3, 2, 1, and go. Clock is ticking. Squats and deadlifts are on the board. We're squatting down, knees out wide. We're hinging forward, hips out back. Big squats as low as we can go. Really squeezing glutes to come out of that deadlift as well. 20 seconds. You guys are doing great. We're mentally preparing for that tough shoulder round that's coming up in about 15 seconds here. Got to get those light weights ready, or we can modify to the double raises, front and lateral raises if we need to. If our weights are a little heavier on that side only, and then we can't kind of achieve that tougher one from the shoulders, let's just stick with the double raise, whatever you can achieve with what you have available for you. So we're going back to those small weights because we got to hit these shoulders. It's the tough one. Set your feet, lock that core in, and we're ready to go. 3 points, up to the 1, out to the 2, overhead to the 3, and then back down. Lock your core in, wide base with your feet. Make yourself stable so it's easier on you. And of course, remember, we're just modifying to front raise, lateral raises if you like, or we can do L raise and modify on each rep. Otherwise, we're back to our shoulder crusher, 3 points all the way up and overhead. It is tough. We only got 15 seconds to go. We've got these light weights. 10 seconds, 1 or 2 more times through the cycle is all we got. Let's go. 4 seconds. Let's finish up. We'll get out to the side. And there it is. Nicely done. We're tossing our weights back out here. We're onto an odd round again, which means we're doing knee tucks and leg lifts for our core again this round. Alternating those 2. Knee tuck, leg lift. So we're going to tuck knees, extend out into the leg lift. And of course, we can just stick with knee tucks for you if that's what is achievable for your core. Stick with what we got. We can keep that soft bend of the knee and just bend like so. I encourage you to try to get those leg lifts in there as well. Challenging our core a couple different ways. Do your best. Whatever you can achieve is going to be great for you. It's your workout. Hope you can do your best though and stick with me here. We're working that lower core. Our even rounds, we're doing those reach ups, really hitting our top half. So we're focused on hip flexors and that lower abdominal region on this round right here. It's tough. Get that last leg lift in there. Okay, out of time. Nicely done. Well done, well done. Up on our feet, we've got our reverse lunge chops. Coming up here. All on the left leg, so left leg is working. We lunge, we chop, return to the top. Getting plenty of work on this single leg, so take your time. There are more rounds to come, so don't blow yourself out on this first few rounds here. We're still got more lunging to do. And of course, you always modify your weight if we need to. Drop the dumbbell, lower the weight, take the chop out. Anything you need to do. We're still chopping. We got 10 seconds. That's time for 1 or 2 more. Last one, get down there and chop it. You gotta earn it. Up on our feet, all right. We're into tall plank. We're tapping 10 times and adding that push up in if we've got it. Ready to go in our tall plank, 3 seconds, gotta get down there. Here we go. Nine, 10 taps, get that push up if you can. Back to our taps. Push up, here we go. Come on, we're under 20 seconds, let's go. 9 and 10, big push up, come on. Taps to finish it out. We're just holding that plank. Nicely done. Up on our feet. We're wiping sweat. We're doing our lunges on the other leg. Get that heavy weight back. Halfway through the round, there's our time ticking. We're lunging and chopping on this side. Oops, I almost lost it on that one. Not a good start to my right side lunges. My right leg is quite a bit weaker than my left, so something I'm working on. Hopefully you guys maybe notice some imbalance. Well, hopefully you don't have it, but if you do have it, we maybe notice that. Something you guys can work on addressing. I'm much less stable on my right ankle due to some injuries, so something I try to work on, stabilizing this right side. I'm not too good at it, as you can see. I'm a little wobbly on that side. All right, we gotta get these biceps going again. Gotta hold that opposite arm. Focus that brain power on your opposite arm. Don't let that hand sink. There we go, we're up. Opposite hand is staying strong. 3, 4, and 5. Gotta keep it floated. We're keeping it going, let's go. Keep that offhand working hard. One more set on each side. 3, 4, and 5. Last, come on, let's go. A few seconds left, 5 reps left on this arm. 3, 4, and 5. Nicely done, tough round. We're starting to feel that fatigue set in. We're back to our bridge reps with the pullover. Resetting that bridge on every rep. 2, 1, and go. We bridge up, squeezing core and glutes. Slow, controlled tap overhead. Reset the whole process. Just keeping that soft bend in our elbow to feel the lats working. We're still squeezing those glutes. Our core's still working hard. We're finishing out this round. We're fatiguing, but we're not quitting. One more rep. Let's go. Bridge up. Okay, we ran out of time. We're still working hard. Bridge reps are done. Up on our feet. Contralateral press with that iso hold. Overhead. Clock is ticking. Dumbbells are overhead. Locking up our core here. We're almost through this round. Round 3 is about to be in the books. A couple more to go. Keep fighting. 15 seconds to go. Lock that core up. Squeezing glutes and core. Everything is tight. Belly button's tucked in. 10 seconds to go. We're feeling the fatigue. We're fighting through. Awesome job. Those are tough. The contralateral press. We got to get our tabletop rows going. We're back down in our tabletop position here. Core is set tight. Pulling our pinky back toward our hip. Getting that big full row. Big squeezes in those shoulder blades. 15 seconds left. We got 2 exercises after this for round 3. We're pushing through. Good, we gotta flip on over. We're dripping sweat. Wipe it if you need to. Floor press and triceps. And then we've got our plank to end round 3. We're still going strong, let's go. Palms are facing each other here for that tricep extension. Slow and steady here. We're not doing reps, just trying to make it through the round timer. Adjust the weight if you need to. Drop to a single dumbbell if you need to. Try and finish out the round moving some way without quitting on me. Let's go. We still got a plank after this, but we got a break coming up. Remember to just stick to the press or the tricep. Last one. There we go. We got to flip over for our plank. We're holding on to this plank before another break. Here we go. Let's get ready to go. 2, 1, and plank time is off. We're holding on here. That belly button staying tucked in, glutes and quads are squeezed, active. We're holding on for our whole body here. 20 seconds to go, don't quit. Ten seconds to go, keep holding on. Almost there, we got a break coming. 2 more rounds after this, we're fighting through. And break time. Awesome job, guys. Round 3 is done. 60 seconds on the clock. Grab your drink if you need it. Grabbing that sweat towel. We're sweating. I hope you guys are sweating with me. Grab your drink. Get some of that hydration back that we're losing in all this sweat. We got 2 rounds to go. It's a piece of cake, right? We've done 3 already. 2 more in the books. No problem. And we'll get our cool down. You guys are crushing it so far. Doing a great job. Keep fighting. Keep doing what we need to do to get through these reps. We're working really hard, so if you need to pause or take those adjustments, go ahead and do it. There's no shame in that. We just don't want to see you give up, right? We don't want to give up. That's it. So we're coming up on our break. There's about 60 seconds right there. By the time we get that weight ready, we got squats and deadlifts again for round 4. Coming at you in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. So we're doing squats and deads. Here we go. Get those knees out wide for the squat, and those hips are shooting way back for the deadlift. Round 4 is underway. We are going to fight through these last 2 rounds. We're not going to quit. We are going to triumph. We are going to succeed. We are going to push ourselves, and we are going to get it done. We got 10 seconds left. Come on, let's go. And there's our timer. Shoulder crusher. Get those light weights out. Ready to go. Remember our mods here, just to the classic front or lateral raise or an L raise, any combination of those. If you're sticking with me on the tough shoulder crusher, we're going 1, 2, 3, back to 2, and all the way back down. Squeeze those glutes. Get your feet set at a nice base for yourself. Belly button is active here. We gotta have an active core when we're working on our upper body. We gotta keep these shoulders and our upper body and our spine all stable so we can safely move this weight overhead. Adjust your feet and reset if you need to. We're going on the timer, so no rep goals here. Just moving as slowly as you can efficiently through this movement here. This is a really tough one for our upper body, back and shoulders, so we're just gonna make it count. Get that full range of motion. One more time all the way up, and we're sticking with those L raises or just our raise of any variation, however you can achieve it. Awesome job. We're into round 4, which means we need to do our crunch reach again. Our even rounds is our upper body, or our upper core, right? So we're here, we've got these knees up, and we're just driving that little weight up just high enough to get our shoulder blades up off the mat. So we should be really feeling this in our upper abdominal region, those last 2 kind of abs on the top that are going to be working really hard to curl our upper half up off the mat. We're driving that weight up. Of course, we can just use our fingertips and just do that reach up, reach into the sky. Whatever you've got in your bag today. We're working hard. We're fighting. And our timer, we gotta get these reverse lunge and chops going. We're feeling it on our lower body, but we're not gonna quit. So as we step back, we're getting our mat for our knee here, and we're same leg, working hard here. Take out the chop if you need to. Just focus on the reverse lunge portion. We're getting full body all around here with the lunge and the chop. Ten seconds to go. Keep that action on that leg. We're getting tired. We're fighting through anyway. We're not gonna quit. Last chop, and all the way back up to the top. Nicely done, awesome job. Tall plank down on the mat. You got 10 taps and a push-up if you've got it. Otherwise, we're sticking with the taps, sticking with our plank, anything you've got today. We're finishing out however you can do it. We got 10 taps, and we got our push-up. Back to our taps. Ten more taps means one more push-up. We got time for another one, let's go. Eight, 9, and 10. One more push-up, here we go. Finish out the round with taps. Nicely done. Those are tough, right? We're getting close to that fatigue point. We gotta fight through it. We're back to our lunges on the right side this time. We're chopping. We're working hard on this plant leg. My right leg does not like to cooperate. We know that, like I told you guys, so I gotta focus really hard to stay stable on this right leg. So you see me wobbling a little bit more on this leg, kind of taking a pause at the top to reclaim my balance, and that's okay. If you gotta do that as well, just do your best to keep fighting. There we go, nicely done. Bicep curls, these are getting tough. We're switching, we're fatiguing. We're gonna drop our weight a little bit to keep fighting through these bicep curls because we don't wanna give up. We're holding on. We gotta get 5, but while we're doing those 5, we can't let the other hand drop. We gotta squeeze it. Working really hard to hold that other arm up. We're fighting. It wants to sink down, but we're not going to let it. 3, 4, 5. One more set on each side. Gotta get to 5. Come on, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Squeeze that arm. Don't let it fall. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Finish that one right on the money. We're going to our bridge reps with our pullover. We're wiping sweat in between. Down on our mats, bridge with the pullover. Here we go. Don't forget to reset that bridge every time. Big squeeze from our glutes. Tap, pull to your waist, and reset the bridge. We're keeping that soft bend at the elbow, slow and controlled, feeling that stretch on our chest and back as we reach overhead for that tap. Reset your feet if you need to. Big squeezes from our glutes and core to get that bridge up. Keep it all the way up there. Don't let it sag down. Last one, and relax. Awesome job. We got to get up on our feet. Contralateral overhead press, iso hold. We're dropping our weights again. We're getting fatigued. I'd rather fight through the whole round with a little bit less weight than have to quit, right? So we're setting our feet right. We've got a strong core. It's tough even though we've dropped our weights, right? We're still feeling it. We're working hard. We got 12 seconds. Don't quit. Keep it going. Drop that hand if you need to and just do the pressing from the starting position, but try and fight through. You got 4 seconds. Come on. Nicely done. Those are tough. We are fighting the fatigue. We're back to our tabletop rows on our home stretch of round 4. Tabletop position here. Big rows, big squeezes. Pulling that pinky back toward our hip. Big squeezes in that shoulder blade. Come on, let's go. $15 seconds. We're fighting. Let's go. Awesome job. We got to go to our floor press. We're going to mod down to 1 weight as we get through these final rounds. We're still feeling that fatigue, right? So we're just going to take 1 weight. We don't want to kill ourselves too much, right? So we've got 1 weight, which we can easily do the same motion. We're floor pressing, tricep extension. We're going to take it easy on ourselves on round 4 here. We're going to jump right back to it and we'll make it tough and try and finish out round 5 with these heavy weights again. But until then, we're doing floor press, triceps, alternating. We're still feeling like we're working hard. We're taking these mods rather than giving up altogether. We can still move throughout the round without quitting altogether and get some good benefit from that movement. We're trying really hard. We're pushing ourselves. And that's all we can ask at the end of the day. Finish it out. 1 more press. Awesome job. Which means we are on to our plank. We gotta wipe the sweat from our eyes. We got our round 4 plank in 3 seconds. 1 more break. Let's get up into that plank and hold it in. Let's go, come on. We're set nice and tight here at our core and our glutes. And we're not gonna quit on this plank. We're gonna drop to our knees if we need to. We're gonna come up into tall plank if we need to. We're gonna reset it if we need to, but we don't wanna quit. We got 20 seconds to go. We're gonna keep squeezing, keep pulling on, don't quit. 12 seconds, and we've got one round to go after this. We're gonna finish strong. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nicely done. Awesome job, you guys. We're working really hard. 60 seconds goes back on our clock, and we've got round number 5 coming your guys' way. Doing a great job. So one more time through, we're gonna fight through it, and we're getting our cool down going. I know you guys can do it. Grab yourself a drink, wipe your sweat. Hope you guys are sweating like me. We're working hard. And we're gonna finish it out. We got one more round to go. We got about 10 to 12 minutes of work left. So don't quit on me now. We're gonna keep fighting through it. One more round of everything. That's gonna be easy money in the bank, just like we've done it the whole time, 4 rounds through. No problemo. Starting with those squats and deadlifts, right into that tough shoulder crusher for one more round, and then we're gonna finish strong. So we're coming up on our 60 seconds right here, so there's no time to waste. We're gonna get ready to go. Grab that dumbbell or both dumbbells, whatever you're doing for our squatting and deadlifting. We're taking it away here in 3, 2, 1, and go. Clock is ticking. Squats and deads, last round. Knees are out wide for those squats. Hips are going back for the deadlift. It's our last round underway. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep fighting. Ten seconds to go. Let's keep it up. Come on. Last round. No more squats and deads after this. Last squat. And get up there. Awesome job. Shoulder crusher. One last round. Get those light weights. We got to feel it. We're feeling it on our last one. Remember to modify to the shoulder raises if we need to. Set your feet and set your core. We got our last round. This is the tough one. All the way up overhead, out to the side, back to the front and down. We're sticking with front raise, lateral raise, alternate, or an L raise. If we want to modify this away from this tough one, this is really hard on the shoulders. So if we don't have light enough weights that we can achieve this reasonably, we want to take one of those modifications so we can still hit our shoulders safely and efficiently. 15 seconds to go. We're gonna get through 1 or 2 more all the way up and down. Let's get through 1 more at least. We're gonna go up, out, overhead, back down all the way, and that's gonna wrap it up for us there. Last time on that one, we're back down on our mat. One more time, knee tucks and legless. We on our 5th and final round. It's our odd round. Back to the lower body core here, lower portion of our core. So we've got a knee tuck, and then our straight leg lift. Alternating the 2, legs as straight as you can get them, as long as your hamstrings cooperate. Hands under your butt if we need a little support. Otherwise, we're out to the side with those palms to keep yourself stable on the floor. Keep fighting. Last leg lift, come on. Nicely done. We're flying through round 5. We're almost there, we're back up on our feet. We've got reverse lunge chop on the left leg. Last time for this single leg work. We're gonna make it count, let's go. Clock is ticking. Don't forget the chop. Modify your weight if you need to. We're fighting through. We're tired. We're feeling the fatigue. It's our last round. We're not going to quit. We've come this far. We got to finish all 5 rounds. Last one. Get that big chop in there and back up to the top. Awesome job. Toss that weight aside. We've got our tall plank. 10 taps. Add the push-up if you can. We're ready to go. Get down in that plank. 2, 1, and go. Tall plank, and we're off. 10 taps. We're fighting through. Just hold this plank with taps if you can. We're not forgetting the push-up. We got 10 seconds left. Let's finish out with taps. Nicely done. We are working hard, almost there. Let's fight through. We're on the back half. After these reverse lunges with the chop on the right leg. Here we go. Right leg is unstable. It's tired. It's wobbling. It's working really hard, but we're not quitting. "15 seconds left, a few more reps. Keep fighting. One more rep, let's go. Finish strong. Awesome job. Bicep curls. We're back to our medium weights here. We gotta hold those curls. You can't let that other arm fall. Gotta keep it up there. Keep that opposite arm squeezed. 5 reps on each side. Keep that offhand squeeze. Make sure that bicep's working. Let's go, come on. Finishing them out, 3, 4, squeezing that offhand, 5, last set, come on. Finish it out, beat the clock. 3, 4, and we're finishing out number 5. Nice job. Biceps are done. We gotta get our bridge and our pullover. Getting this mat back, get your heavy weight back. Clock is ticking, bridge every time. Up, overhead tap, and bring it back down all the way. Reset your feet if you need to. Don't forget to squeeze that core. Glutes are squeezed hard here. We're working really hard. We're about to be on the home stretch. Keep fighting. Last tap. Awesome job. Keep fighting. Up on our feet for those overhead presses one more time. We're wiping sweat. Up on our feet. Let's go. Clock is ticking. The time waits for nobody. We're up overhead. Our feet are set wide. Our core is locked in. 20 seconds to go. Fight it out. Drop the offhand if you need to, but try and fight through. 10 seconds left. Keep that arm up there. Keep your core tight. Give yourself some support. 6, 5. Let's finish it out. Come on, one more press on each arm. 1 and 2. Nicely done. Heavy weights are back. Tabletop rows. We're on our home stretch. It's our last 3 minutes. Last 3 exercises. Let's go. Tabletop rows. Rowing back, pinky to hip. Come on, let's go. 15 seconds, finishing it out. Five seconds, come on. Awesome job. One more floor press tricep combo and one more plank before we cool down. It's our last 2 minutes. Let's go. Give us everything you got. Here we go. We're back for our final round. We're using 2 dumbbells. Drop down to 1 dumbbell again like we did last round. We gave ourselves that little recovery relief round. We're back to 2. Finish it strong however you can. Just don't quit. We're feeling the burn. It's tough. Last one, get it up there and relax. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our final round, the plank. One more plank. I know you guys got it in you. Keep holding on tight. Off we go. We're holding this plank. It's our last round. We're tired. We're going to do our best. If we got to reset it or take a mod, that's fine. There's no shame in that. We just don't want to give up. Finish out this last little bit. We got 25 seconds to hold on. "15 seconds to go. Don't quit. Come on. 11, 10, 9. Keep fighting. We're tired. 5 seconds. 4. Don't quit. Awesome job, guys. Woo! That is challenging. We just did all 5 rounds. We're going straight into our cool down, quickly to recover, and that's all we got for the day. So we're starting right where we are here. We're going to do 10 brief cat-cow switches and keep moving down the line. So we're just going to go into each position from tabletop, up and down, each and hold it for 2 to 3 seconds and then go. So we're going up to the sky, hold it for 2 to 3 seconds, and then we're taking that big breath in and stretching our stomach to the mat. Back up to the sky. Down to the mat. Up to the sky. Here's 5. Down to the mat for 6. Up to the sky. Really force those up. Down to the mat with our stomach. Big breath in. Stretching that stomach out. One more time to the top and bottom. All the way up. Blow your air out. Pressing up. And last one. Down to the mat. We're going to stay right here. 30 seconds on the clock. And we're going to thread the needle in our tabletop position. And we're going to stick that arm right through our hole and drop onto that shoulder. Stretching that shoulder out, sinking down onto it as well as you can, feeling that nice stretch. And we're holding for 15 more seconds here before we switch arms. Four, three, two, and we are ready to switch. Kicking that foot up. Kicking that arm up, switching arms out to the other side, 30 seconds. Feed that arm through, lay down onto that shoulder, feel the stretch. Ten more seconds to go. Keep leaning on that shoulder, feeling that nice deep stretch. 4, 3, 2, and come on up. We're going to go flat on our back here. And we're going to just take our lumbar shift here, knees together. We're going to shift 20 seconds on each side. Feeling that relief in our low back and hips a little bit there. Trying to keep our chest and shoulders flat. Just letting those knees hanging over to the side do the trick for us there. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and flip. We're just going to lift those knees together, hang them to the other side. Nice stretch across the back of my hip and across the top over here. Holding for about 20 seconds here as well. Feeling that stretch and relaxation in our lumbar spine here. And we're going to release in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up to center. From here, we're going to go tricep stretch right across over here from all that pressing we did today. Holding for about 20 more seconds right here. Getting ready to switch arms here in 5, 4, 3, and we're ready to switch. Pulling that arm up overhead, feeling that stretch on our triceps, back of our shoulder region there. Keep pulling. You're ready to relax in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax that. We're going to do a bicep stretch here for our upper body. So we're sitting here. We're going to put hands behind us. Fingers are pointing away from you. And then from here, we're just going to pull our arms. Try to pull your palms toward your body. Feeling that little bit of pull across the front of the bicep there. We should be acting like we're dragging our palms across the mat here. We did a lot of those bicep curls, just giving ourselves an extra few seconds to stretch those out. 10 seconds left here. So knees can be flat or extended like they were there. Feet are flat or all the way out. And we're just pulling those palms in so we feel a little bit of pull on the biceps on the front there. Last one here, 30 seconds. Knee hug on each side. Pull that leg up to your chest. Big hug and squeeze. Our opposite leg is just relaxed flat on the mat as best we can. Getting that separation in our hips and our groin. 10 seconds left here before we switch. And a quick switch here. Final 30 seconds on the clock, so we're getting a big squeeze in this leg. Other leg is relaxed down as flat as we can get it. We're holding on, big hug, relaxing that lower body, big pull for our last 5 seconds or so here. Pull 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are cooled down briefly from our nice, tough, strictly strength that was there. I hope you guys had a good class. That was a tough one, 5 rounds, so feel free to cut off a round if you need to, if that's tough for you. Don't forget to take those mods and drop those weights on some of those tough ones if you need to. So great job, way to fight through it. That was a tough class. Leave me some feedback down below. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. We hope to see you guys back here at Hesperia Fitness Center soon. Until then, you guys can catch us here on our YouTube channel. Same time, same place. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.